What's going on, guys? So this is the weekend after Fall Bash. I got the Honda fixed, and let me actually show you guys what happened so you guys know what to look for and check your four-wheelers and stuff. Okay, so here's the tie rod, and if you look very closely, you'll see that right there was dry rotted on this rubber where I'm holding. So due to that being dry rotted, this actually stayed on my tie rod bar right here. And this is the piece that failed on me. It fell off of the bar. As you can see, you shake it around a little bit and stuff. Eventually it falls when you put it under pressure. And that's what made my tire go all out of whack. And due to my tire going out of whack, is I ended up breaking an axle. Well, not really broke the axle, because I broke the bearings inside the boot and stuff by twisting it. And it just wasn't no good. I mean, I got some spare parts out of this stuff now. I'm not too upset. And I wanted to upgrade to a 6-bar heavy-duty axle anyways. So, I mean, it worked out, but it's something that you guys probably need to check on. I checked on mine after that just to make sure these bubbles are okay. So anyways, that's what happened with my four-wheeler. But while I'm over at Busco and some other parks and stuff, I get questions all the time of what the heck is my Honda build? And what's on it? How is it working? They get confused about some things, especially the cylinder on the front. And I'm sure some of you probably have been wondering what the heck that is too. But I'm gonna go over the Honda build with you guys and show you what I have. So starting off here, I'm gonna go to the front. I have a switch up here that controls my light in the front, and I have a light in the back. And I put the switch up here so I can easily know if I want to have a front lights on, if I want to have a rear light. I just flip it front for front, wheel for wheel. Now moving on to the winch controller, I actually have a bracket here that I cut down to fit on this doohickey here. And I'd say that is probably the best location for me. That is just a wonderful location, and I just love it. I don't have to reach down here. It's just easy to get my thumb up there when I'm riding. Got my mud strap, obviously. Some aftermarket, I guess 4-wheel drive activator or something manual, where you can put it 2-wheel drive where it is now, 4-wheel drive, or diff lock. All you gotta do is pull this up, move it over. But it's kind of a pain if you gotta keep your wheels spinning or something to be able to turn this thing. But it works out pretty well for what I use it for. I haven't really used diff lock too much. So coming over here, I got my winch power supply source over here. I didn't really have any other places for it, is what it is. Got a backup winch spot, and just in case my controller up here stops working, I have a handheld version of it. My waterproof dry box radiator relocation kit, synthetic rope on my winch. It's a 3,500 pound winch. Coming over to this reservoir here, that's what it is. It's a coolant system reservoir. I didn't have a reservoir when I bought this Honda. It was already kind of pre-built, and that's kind of why it looks all torn apart and cut in pieces. Is the guy that had it before me I guess he didn't really take care of it too much, or didn't think the way I think, rather. This coolant here, I put it up here so I can have a reservoir for it and overflow system, because what it was doing was just spewing out here, which it is now because I overfilled this thing. I got my snorkel, I raised it up. I did have it all the way up here because I ride on all the types of trails and stuff. I was smacking branches, I was wobbling all over the place. I didn't like it. I didn't like it being too low, but this is the perfect height for me. Going down to my tires and stuff, and my suspension system, hopefully we can see it, because I have 30-inch BKT tires, tractor tires. If you go one directional, if you back up, it fills up with mud and stuff, but if you keep going, you'll be good to go. Not really the tires I really want. Like I said, it was kind of pre-built when I bought this thing. For right now, I love these tires. I would love to try out some Aztecs. I got the tube and stuff. This thing did have a snorkel when I bought it, but it was bad design. It wasn't even watertight. So I redid it and put this one on there. I said, well, I might as well make it look good and make it functional. And then I got my Nova Fabrication 2.5-inch lift kit up here. And pretty simple to install. You can go, I think it's like 1.5 or 1 inches, or you can go 2.5. I don't know. I went for the max height because there's something wrong with me. So in the back, I got my bags where I keep my tools and my strap. I had these bags when I first built the four-wheeler. I bought these bags to go on that, and I actually gave one of them to Micah. I got the cooler here. It's held on by one directional ratchet straps. So you just get like an endless loop. It works pretty well. I just put these on here I was using the pull straps and wasn't too big of a fan for it, but these ratchet straps are out. So one of my favorite mods that I put on for the last Busco trip would be this Tiger Toe system. It's kind of expensive at first, but once you get over the cost and stuff and you do the modification to be able to put the system on here, it's kind of convenient. Not just for towing people out, but if I want to just change it over, get a ball hitch or something on there or what have you. I mean, I have a 2-inch receiver here and I just change it out and go. But this thing is super simple to use. You just take the hook out, pull it out. You can snag a little bit if you got to pull them in, and when they get closer to you, it just comes right back in. I was able to pull Micah out probably about 4 times on the last Busco trip. As you can see down here, here's the back end of the lift kit too. Like I said, it's pretty simple to install. So coming back to where we started off, down here where the oil is, I actually lost my plastic cover, probably my first trip to Busco, and probably by either driving down the highway or playing in water. But anyways, I bought this one. It said it would fit, and obviously it doesn't. But I cut it down to pretty much try and match my angles that I could, and drill a hole into it and put a plastic tab in. And it stayed on there for all these rides I've done, all the videos on YouTube that I've done so far, and TikTok. So anyways, a few things I wanted to point out on the four-wheeler, besides this quad boss seat, which is super nice. I didn't know if I wanted one, but I'm gonna tell you, it's nice to just lean back and relax. Down here underneath the seat, we have all relays and stuff in a waterproof box here. I took the old one out that was factory stock, cut it all off, and put this box here with the relays in it. I watertied it, like water sealed it and all. So it's done me good so far. It's something if you're going to be taking your four-wheel through water as well, I kind of learned the hard way because I forgot all about it, is your spark plugs need to have dielectric grease on them, or you'll stall out like I did in some of my videos. So anyways, that about does it for my Honda build on this 21 Foreman Rubicon, and it does well for what I needed to do. Yeah, whether it's going to be mud, rocks, whatever, I mean, clay and stuff, and I don't really get great traction with these tiles. I wish I had some different tiles. But it does alright. It does alright for what I got until I get some new tiles. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or even want to show your guys' build, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I would love to read them. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.